अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल
ॐ उपासकानां यदुपासनीयम् उपात्तवासं वटशाखिमूले तद्धाम दाक्षिण्यजुषा स्वमूर्त्यां जागर्तु चित्ते मम बोधरूपम् अद्राक्षम् अक्षीणदयानिधानम् आचार्यमाद्यं वटमूलभागे मौनेन मन्दस्मितभूषितेन महर्षिलोकस्य तमोनुदन्तं विद्राविताशेषतमो गणेन मुद्राविशेषेण मुहुर्मुनीनां निरस्य मायां दयया विधत्ते देवो महांस्तत्त्वमसीति बोधम् ममाद्य देवो वटमूलवासीं कृपाविशेषात्कृतसन्निधानः ओङ्काररूपाम् उपदिश्य विद्याम् आविद्यगध्वान्तम् अपाकरोतु। अन्तर्यश्च बहिर्विधूततिमिरं ज्योतिर्मयं शाश्वतं स्थानं प्राप्य विराजते विनमतामज्ञानमुन्मूलयन् पश्यन् विश्वमपीदमुल्लसति यो विश्वस्य पारे परः तस्मै श्रीरमणाय लोकगुरवे शोकस्य हन्त्रे नमः। करुणापूर्णसुधाब्धे कबलितघनविश्वरूपकिरणावल्या अरुणाचलपरमात्मन् अरुणो भव चित्तकञ्ज सुविकासाय। Yesterday we saw the 29th verse. ணாணெண் vāyāl navilādu ළāṛmaṇattā நான் என்று எங்கு undum நாடுதலே ஞான-நெறியாம் அன்றி அன்றிது நாம் நாம் அது என்று உன்னல் துணையாம் அது விசாரமாமாம். This is the Venpa, 29th Venpa. Samskritena Maunena Majjan Manasa Swamula Chachaiva Satyatma Vicharanam Syad Eshoham Etanna Mamaswarupam Iti Prama Satya Vicharanangam. Maunena Majjan, silently plunging within. Swamula Charcha. Charcha here means it is probing, investigation, inquiry, not discussion. That is Satyatma Vicharanam. It is true Atma Vichara. Saying that I am not the body, I am not the mind, or I am Brahman, might help you in quietening the mind. Patanjali in Yoga Sutra says, Vitarka Badhane Pratipaksha Bhavanam. When negative thoughts come, you have the positive thoughts to remove them. When the mind is constantly giving you negative suggestions, that I have this problem, that problem, I have no power, I am afraid, then the positive thing, I am Brahman. I am that pure self. I am deathless, birthless. I am the infinite, Satchidananda, Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. This will give you, this is also a meditation. But in Panchadashi, Vidyaranya Swami says, if you cannot do vichara, you take to this yoga vichara, yoga dhyana, where you can say, I am Atma, I am Shuddha Chaitanya. Very many great yogis like Swami Vivekananda, they have practiced this way only, that I am Brahman, I am Atma, I am Shuddha Chaitanya. In many places, actually more than vichara, this dhyana is used. Even in Sringeri, Abhinav Vidyatirtha Swami's biography, it is almost a biography, but it is a direct record, it's almost autobiography, where Abhinav Vidyatirtha Swami's sadhana is, he himself discloses what sadhana he did to one of the very great devotees. He has recorded all that, where even Shankaracharya, he says, he practiced this of Mahavakya Dhyanam, that I am Brahman, I am Shuddha Chaitanya, I am the birthless, deathless, but not much. Just once or twice that suggestion, the mind sinks into samadhi. So that is also a powerful path, where even before vichara, even before you get the clarity, you feel that joy, that I am Brahman, I am that pure self. Swami Shivananda Saraswati, all their books are all filled with this kind of meditation only. You meditate that you are the Atma, Satchidananda Swarupa, like that only you will roar. They will also say, who am I? But that doesn't mean this kind of depth of inquiry is not there. That is mainly meditation on Atma, Shuddha Chaitanya. That path is that. So, but Bhagavan here says that can be helpful. But to get established in the self, you have to inquire deep and recognize that you need not meditate. Whether you meditate or not, you are that. ணாணeṉ்டு vāyāl navilādu. Do not even allow the I thought slip out of the mouth. ளாழ்மாணத்தால். Let the mind take a deep plunge within. nāṉeṉ்டு undum nāḍudalē. Where the I thought arises. This is Bhagavan's method, where it is not about the pure I, because the I will not arise. That pure eyes, there is no arising. It is just existence. That also Bhagavan says, that is actually the Vedanta. That is actually the Vedanta, where you need not even do self-inquiry. The moment the truth is revealed to you, you recognize iruppu, existence. And once knowing that, you need not go out in search of anything. As in Arunachala Ashtakam, Bhagavan says, Arunachala, you are within me as existence and effulgence, awareness. இருந்தொளிர் உனை விடுத்து அடுத்திட தெய்வம் இருட்டினை விளக்கெடுத்து அடுத்திடலே காண். You want to see darkness, you take a torch and you will never see darkness. Because wherever you put torch, darkness will not be there. Like that, you are the self, existence, awareness, iruppu, olir, oli. Oli is light, prakasham. இருந்தொளிர் உனை விடுத்து, leaving, ignoring this existence and awareness and going in search of an outer God is like going in search of darkness with light in your hand. Because you are the light. So, this existence is the self, but in the beginning you will not understand it, what it means. You need a vehicle to go inside. Some mantra, some form, something to hold, by holding which you can go inside. But Bhagavan says, see, in Vaidika Karmanushtana, you make the Agni a vehicle to go to other worlds. You do a mantra and the mantra takes. Sometimes in the great Bhakta's life, you see from Vaikunta a plane comes to you. Or Kailasa some flight comes to you. But it is not for Bhaktas, but everybody, Bhagavan says, from Vaikunta it is coming. What is coming from the heart as I. Eṅgu elumbum yana undumena. Something is arising from the heart. It is the true name of Atma. It is the true name of self. It is Arunachala Shiva. And Shaiva Siddhanta, there is a shloka, Namo aham padarthāya lokanam siddhihetave Satchidananda Rupaya Shivaya Paramatmane. What is the real nature of Shiva? Is aham pada artha, the implied meaning of aham, I. So when you know your I, when you explore, investigate your I, then you find that your I is Shuddha Chaitanya. It is pure consciousness. And it is Shiva. It is not you, it is not the Jiva. In Tamil, Jiva and Shiva is not much different. Jiva and potalum, Shiva and potalum. And the Ji, Cha, ella unnadane. Sha, Sa, Cha, Ja, ella unnadam. Jiva and potute, adhukku dirgatha eduthutana, Shivana eduthu. You remove the elongating it. What will you say? Elongation. Dirgha. So that you remove the dirgha, Shiva becomes Shiva. So, okay. Now, self-inquiry. For self-inquiry, this I thought is very important. The sadhana, the meditation, self-inquiry. You even need not know the Atma, the self, but you know the ahankara, the I thought, which is pulsating inside you, which is the center for all suffering, pleasure, pain. Even sadhana, sometimes somebody asks Bhagavan how to meditate. Bhagavan tells him, find out the meditator. Enquire who wants to meditate. Actually, by that way you will enter meditation. When you sit for meditation, the enquiry arises within who is trying to meditate. This question is posed so that your attention will fall, get focused on the I thought. Some anger comes, you ask, who is angry? To whom this anger comes? The answer is to me, me. What is this me? What is this me? This I. You try to hold it. Enquire where from this I thought, this me, this ahankara arises. It goes to the heart. And something else reveals, shines forth there as pure consciousness. For a moment, for a few seconds, again the ahankara will arise. Even if after knowing all Vedanta Shastra through Shravana, the ahankara will arise. That is the problem. That is the problem in the deepest plane. Jnate vastuni api balavati vasana. This forceful habit of ahankara, it again arises, pushes itself from the depth. Balavati vasana anadiresha, because it is from time immemorial it is there. all the animals, all the germs, all the birds, all the trees, all the rocks are sitting in the ego. It is the collective memory of everything which is asserting itself as I. So even if you know that, it again arises. Ñāde vastuni api, see, that is the problem in spiritual sadhana. By doing physical sadhana, like rituals, you will never go deep and touch the ego center. It will remain safe. You can do Giri Pradakshinam, you can do outer puja, you can do Sahasranama, you can study Vedas, you can chant Veda, do Veda Parayanam, do Sahasra Bhojana, Yaga, Yajna, everything. Nothing will, it is all outside the skin, not even skin deep. A little bit of happiness is there. Punya you will get. Punya, you know how you get? You get because you feel I have done good things. So you feel happy. That punya you get. So, but the greatest benefit is the physical body gets trained to do that kind of practices so that it is protected from many negative actions. But deeper level, the ego you can never touch with these sadhanas. The ego gets touched only by that deep introversion. Bahir mukha sudurlabha, andar mukha samaradhya, labdahankara durgama. That is one strange nama in Lalita Sahasranama. Trishadi. Labdahankara durgama. Ahankara is something like a gift you have got, but you are not able to transcend it. It is creating so much problem. So you have to plumb what is its nature, what is this ahankara. It is the chidabhasa. So you inquire and know that this ahankara is not me, it is that pure self. And that is real Atma Vichara. Bhagavan says Atma Vichara happens only in that plane, where the ahankara arises, expresses itself as I, asmita. So, this is the verse that we saw. And now the verse 30. Adanan mi muraye. In this way, நானார் என மனமுள் நாடி உளம் நண்ணவே நானாமாம் அவன் தலை நாணமுற நானா தமிழில் படித்தா தான் சரியாகும், இங்கிலீஷில் எழுதி படித்தா கஷ்டம். நான் யார் என மனமுன் நாடி உளம் நண்ணவே நானாம் அவன் தலை நாணமுற நானானா தோன்றும் ஒன்று தானாகத் தோன்றினும் நானன்று பொருள் பூன்றமது தானாம் பொருள் பொங்க. பாராயணமாக படிக்கிறது ஒரு விதம் வேறு, பாடத்துக்குன்னு படிக்கிறது அது வேறு விதமாக பிரித்து படித்தா தான் அது வருது, இல்லைடா வரமாட்டேங்கிறது. அதனால் மீ முறையே நான் யார் என மனம் உள் நாடி உளம் நண்ணவே. You have to inquire, நான் யார், who am I? Thus take a dip inside and touch a very, very profound center which is within you. Even that center is a sadyojata. You cannot do surgery and find out that center. You can find heart, you can find liver, you can find kidney, you can find all the limbs. But the heart, the hridayam, which the Upanishads speak, which Bhagavan says, it is not inside the body. And Ramana Gita, Bhagavan says, the entire world is in the body. Brahmanda is in this Pindanda. And this Pindanda, this body is in the Hridayam, heart. And Hridayam is Atma. See, thus swallowing the world is called Nyasa. One who does it very well is a samnyasi, is a sannyasi. It is Nyasa. Agnirme vachishritaha Vāg hridaye hridayam mayi aham amrite amritam brahmani. This is the Atma Vicharam. This is Atma Vichara. The entire world, the elements are all kept in the senses. Like that, the fire is kept in my vāk, in the verbal plane. And that verbal plane, vāk, the senses or the indriya, they are taken to the mind and mind to the heart. And hridaya, there it is known as Brahma. It is Akhanda Satchidananda. Just like that, all the world, you fold it and keep it in the senses. Fold the senses and keep it in the mind. Fold the mind and put it inside the intellect and quieten the intellect. Katha parisamapyate. That is how Ramana Gita says. There the story ends. There ends the story of this fiction. This fiction comes to an end there. Vacham vangme manasi pratisht. No, that's not that. Another. Eched vang manasi prajnaha. Tadyachet ñānamatmani ñānamatmani manasini yachet tadyachet shanta atmani mahatini yachet tadyachet shanta atmani. So you withdraw and ultimately that simple maunam, that absolute quietude where there is no oscillation of the intellect, movement of the ego. And pūṇḍṛamam ad poruļ. Bhagavan here says it is the purna vastu. It is the wholeness, it is the bhuma, it is the infinite. Samskrita ennadoda? Gaveshanāt prāpya hridantaram tat patedahanta paribhugna shirsha adohamanyat spurati prakrishtam nahankritihi tat parameva purnam. Very beautiful Sanskritam. Gaveshanāt prāpya hridantaram tat. Gaveshanam means enquiry. Actually, Gaveshanam means enquiring the cow. Go means cow. And in village it is a common scene. Morning they will just untie the cows and leave them. Evening go in search of them where they are. Sometimes they will cross the border and go somewhere. So from that arose this seeking habit, searching habit. Like that, research is also called Gaveshanam. Atma Vichara also here Bhagavan says, Gaveshanāt prāpya hridantaram. Seek it in the depth of your heart. Then what will happen? Patedahanta paribhugna shirsha. Paribhugna shirsha na talakuppar vijarathu. We cannot translate it to English. How to head along. Right? So, when the ego is being sought, the ego falls back into the heart, back to the source, headlong it falls. It is swallowed inside. Patedahanta paribhugna shirsha means head. Paribhugna shirsha. Ingena vandhathu? Avan thalai nāṇamura. That is the name here. No, Nāṇamura. Ahankarate தேடுற போது அப்படியே வெக்கமா தலை தாத்திக்கிறது. So when the ego is being sought, the ego just surrenders. The ego has to, when you inquire consciously with intelligence, with alert, the ego subsides. But in bhakti, in sharanagati, there also it is immensely conscious, because the ego feels that because of it all the problem is there in life. So it feels, I don't want to live. I want to offer myself at the feet of Bhagavan. And Vidyaranya Swami gives an example of some yajna where the yajnika, for directly going to the Brahmaloka, he offers himself into fire. In the same way, the ego offers itself in the inner fire of jnana, saying, I don't want to live. I want to cease to exist. Naham naham tvam tvam. Ramakrishna says this very often. He says, when you face all troubles, problems in sadhana, just to do a namaskara and tell Bhagavan, Bhagavan, you alone exist, I don't exist. You alone exist, I don't exist. This is intense Atma-vichara, because it instantaneously denies the ego. It says, Bhagavan, you alone exist, I don't exist. And you will feel that state of nāṇu-diyādulla-nilai, the state where the ego does not operate. And there will be peace. So, nāṇ-yār-ena manam ull-nāḍi ulam nannave. You have to touch the ulam. Ulam, here poetically it is used ulam. And Sadhuvam says, ulam is ullom. In Tamil, when a class teacher comes, takes attendance, he says this name, that name. The boy will stand up, ullain. And in plural form, I think it's ullom. Ullom. And ullom becomes ullam. So, I am, this existence, the real essence of I is ullom. Ulam. Yam ulam. Yam ulam. So, that is ullam. Ullam. Unmai. Existence. Satta. So, nāṇ-yār-ena manamul nādi. You have to inquire, nāṇ-yār, who am I? You have to hold this. See, the mind is habituated with so much thoughts. So it is not ready to, it is not budging, it is not ready to obey. So first you have to train it to do this inquiry of who am I, who am I. That is what yesterday I told about that Narayana Swami Iyer book, where he says, sit in one place and deliberately put this like a mantra inside. Who am I? What is this I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Nāṇ-yār. In whatever language which is natural to you. Anyway, any language you can take only to a certain level. After that, mind is not using language. My language is not mind deep. Language is just in the surface, Vaikhari walk. Even when you cry, there is no language. Even when you laugh, there is no language. It is so surface, gross thing. For that we fight. My language, your language, all this foolish, utter foolishness. It cannot even penetrate a little bit. In one place in Bhashyam, Shankaracharya asks, in what language do you dream? Have you ever observed? You may translate it as Tamil or Kannada, but actually there is no language. Emotion has no language. Emotion, a little deeper you go, there is no language. With this, so much to study, so many grammar. So many insistence. And in spite of all that, nobody is able to understand what he is saying. We say language is for making people understand. You know, Mahabharatam, Shaguni tells Duryodhana, you foolish Duryodhana. You know what for language is? Language is a means by which you can cover up things. Not to make people understand, confuse them. That is the Siddhanta of Shakuni. So really, language, it doesn't matter. I think I am taking it away. So language is not the thing, but whatever language, who am I, or nāṇyā, or koham, you just use it in the surface. Just to knock till the inner door opens. You can just practice it. Nāṇyār, 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 yana manamuļ nādi. Bhagavan has used it like a language. When thoughts come, question to whom these thoughts are coming. And the answer, the mind will give you the answer, me. To me it comes. And who is this I? Who am I? What is this I? This is one way. First step is who am I? Then next step is where from this I arises. eṅgu nāḍudalē. There the investigation begins. You just trace the I thought and travel to the heart. Go to the heart. Touch that ulladu, touching the heart. So this you can practice with any japa. Nothing more. If you listen to this talk, this is Atma Vichara. No special mystical secret or anything. Whatever mantra you are doing, japa, you should be very, very serious. Because only when you ask who am I, you will become serious. Because that is your center. Without disturbing that center, you do all puja, meditation, everything, you will never become serious. You have to disturb that center. Awaken that center. I deliberately use the word, you have to disturb that center. Because that center hides, it just takes a cozy chamber and escapes. So here you ask, who is this kallam kandupidittal? Vellamdan perukkeduthu payume. Says you find out that fault, open that sluice gate, the flood will come inside. Kallam kandupidittal, vellamdan perukkeduthu payume. You open that sluice gate, vellam, flood, it will flood inside your heart. But until you touch that, whatever japa you do, whatever pranayama, yoga, everything is inside the field of Maya. So, nāṇyār-naḍi, who am I? What is this? This is the first step. nāṇyār-naḍi, ulladu, you touch the heart center, the secret center, where it opens. Kottamilladu kulavum shemburul puttai viduthanan. As Muruganar says, that it is unlocked. The treasure trove was unlocked. Nānāmavantalai nāṇamura, that ahankara, I, it just becomes ashamed and goes into the heart. Nāṇā tōnrum tānāha tōnrinum. Something else arises from the heart as I. In English, they have put it like that. You inquire I, the I goes, and from that the I, something else arises as I. They have derived the words like that. From Bhagavan's time, they have started writing like that. So the problem is we are so addicted to language and visible form of language in the book. Few years back, somebody told that they spoke to many people who does Atma Vichara, and many people expect some alphabet I to arise inside. Something arising inside as I. That is why you have to have Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Clarity has to come. No alphabet I will arise or I will arise. One I goes and another I will not arise. But Bhagavan has used like that, right? Ahamayam kuto bhavati chinvata aipatatyaham nija vicharanam ahaminashabhaji ahamahamtaya spuratigat swayam paramapurna sat. So ahamahamtaya means incessant, akhanda sachidananda swarupa. Paramapurna sat. It is the same meaning of this Venpa also. Paramapurna sat. It is that purnatva. It is not limited. It is not the jiva bhava. So, nānahat tondrinum, ondru tānahat tondrinum, tānahat tondrume undipara, tānatu pūṇḍṛamam undipara. Upadesha undiyar. Even though it appears as I am, it is not I, it is not ego, it is the infinite, it is the whole. Tondrum ondru tānahat tondrinum, nāṉeṇḍṛu. It is not the I, it is not the ego. poruḻ-pūṇḍṛam poruḻ. It is nāṉeṇḍṛu, adu pūṇḍra poruḻ tānam. It is the pūrna poruḻ. Pūṇḍra pūrna poruḻ. It is the pūrna vastu. It is the infinite. It is bhuma. You recognize the infinite inside the finite. நானொன்று தானத்து நான் என்று ஒன்றது தானாகத் தோன்றுமே உந்தீபர தானது புன்றமாம் உந்தீபர. Here also there is a song, a poem, The Light of Enquiry. The divine being came and turned the senses inward. All the five became one light of enquiry, who am I? Otherwise the light is going through all the senses. Inwardly you wake up and enquire, who am I? The quest was an incessant, intense stream of intelligence. Uninterrupted quest. The searchlight of attention was probing the eye sense. With inner focus, this feeling of I was probing the eye sense. And the fellow, embarrassed, went deep and deep to the core, the center, where he vanished in the whole. The I thought vanished, the bubble merges in the ocean. He vanished in the whole. So this is the 30th verse. Now 31st verse. Pongit thondrave தன்னை அழித்து எழுந்த தன்மையானந்தருக்கு என்னை உளது ஒன்று இயற்றுதற்கு தன்னையலாத் அந்நியம் ஒன்றும் அறியார் அவர் நிலைமை இன்னதென்று உன்னல் எவன். This is the glory of a ஞானி. என்ன சம்ஸ்கிருதம்? அஹங்கிருதிம் யோ லசதி கிரசித்வா கிம் தஸ்ய காரியம் பரிசிஷ்டம் அஸ்தி கிஞ்சித் விஜானாதி சநாத்மனோன்யத் தஸ்ய ஸ்திதிம் பாவயிதும் க்ஷமः கஹ. Bhagavan is asking, who can even infer the glory of a Jivan Mukta, a Jnani? You only see the outer figure. You do not know what is there inside. Dehiva drishyate sau parantva kevalo hi atma. Shankaracharya says, he appears like an embodied person, bodily person, but he is pure consciousness. He is Chaitanya only. Parantu asau kevalo hi atma. So this is the, who can imagine, who can even infer, who can even know the inner state of a Jivan Mukta. So this is தன்னை அழித்து எழுந்த தன்மையானந்தருக்கு. What they call in English resurrection. After death, they say Jesus Christ came, like that. One who has annihilated his I and resurrected, has come back. One who has found death and come back. One who has experienced death and come out. He knows the I thought is no more there. Here in sannyasa, when we take sannyasa, symbolically we do our own shraddha karma. All pindadana is being done, everything is done. The old person is dead, no more. No more connection with all the old things. So old association is gone, old physical connection is gone, everything is gone. So for that is Shraddha. But here Bhagavan gives it a more profound interpretation for it, where he says, Tannai Azhittu Ezhunda Tanmayanandarukku. Erasing oneself. How to erase oneself? By inquiry, because it is only delusion. You cannot kill the appearance of snake in the rope. You just inquire and find that the snake is only an appearance. So to the Jiva Bhava, which is there as I, you inquire and find out it is unreal. After that perfect jnanam, he comes out. Tannai Azhittu Ezhunda Tanmayanandarukku, and he is the Tanmayananda. He has found the bliss of Tadvastu, Atma, Brahma, and the Ananda of it is there within him. Tannai Azhittu Ezhunda Tanmayanandarukku, Ennai Ulladu Ondru Iyattrudharkku. There is nothing for him to attain by doing, attainment, achievement, nothing remains. Sadashiva Brahmendra Swami says, what are the sign of an enlightened being? The basic sign is, he no more feels any, what they call lacuna. He is not feeling, I have something to get somewhere. In the plane of knowledge, or in the plane of body, or in the plane of world. Praptavya abhava. Prepsa nivrti. That is what he says. Prepsa. Prepsa means the desire to attain is gone. Jihasa nivrti. And another thing is this conscience prick. I have to give up something. This is also ignorance, because ultimately you cannot give up anything. First of all, only if it is given to you, you can give up. Nothing is given to you, nothing is there. It is only imagination, delusion. So, jihasa nivritti. Then, chigirsha nivritti. I have to do something. Something must be done. That also is not there. Jijñāsa nivritti. That first itself it comes. Something to know. Knowledge is not complete. So I want complete knowledge. That jitnyasa is gone. Jitnyasa nivritti, jihasa nivritti, prepsa nivritti, chigirsha nivritti. Then bhaya nivritti. No fear. Then dvaita nivritti. No doubt about whether the other exists. It does not exist. Bhaya nivritti. Dvaita nivritti. Then santosha, absolute contentment, comes from this. That feeling of fulfillment comes from that shanti. So, sankalpa nivritti. Sankalpa also, it's all same. No, sankalpa comes from this. Sarva sankalpa sannyasi yogarudhastadochyate. As Bhagavan says in Gita, is sannyasa. Sannyasa means renunciation. What did he renounce? He renounced sankalpa. He renounced no sankalpa. I want this, I want that, this, that, nothing. He will not accept any superimposition on him. Even the superimposition that you are a sannyasi, that also you will not accept. A Jivan Mukta, you will not even accept. Somebody says you are a sannyasi. That also you will not accept. I am Brahman. I am Atma, Shuddha Chaitanya. Because when you say sannyasi, you are seeing this dress and all these things, you want me to accept that. I will not accept. Nijabodha rupaha Shuddha Chaitanyam, Atma. So that is Tanmayananda, that blissful one. What has he achieved? Every avatara he comes and kills somebody. So he is also an avatara. What avatara? What has he killed? Because every devata has to kill somebody. See, even Ganapati Chuma vittu vekkala. Andhakari. Andhakantakam. Some asura must be there for you to kill. So, who is the asura? This ahankara is the asura. So, tannai azhittu ezhunda tanmayanandarukku, once that ahankara asura is beheaded and you wake up after attainment of that jnanam, ennai ulladu ondru iyattrudharku. What is there for you to achieve, attain? Nowhere to go, nothing to achieve, nothing to attain. There is great fulfillment. Iyattrudharku தன்னை அலாது அந்நியம் ஒன்றும் அறியார். They do not know anything other than Atma. Everywhere it is self. That is why the Upanishad most poetically it says, behind is the Atma, in front is the Atma, right side Atma, left side Atma, above Atma, below Atma. Wherever they go, they see only Atma. Pashyadatma, purastadatma, dakshinataśya, adasya, ordhvam cha prasridam. No. Atma pashyadatma, purastadatma, dakshinatot, atmottaradah, atmaivedam sarvam. Sa evam pashyan, evam manvanaha, evam vijanan. Atmaratihi, atmakridaha, atmamithunaha, atmanandaha, saswarad bhavati, sarveshu lokeshu kamacharo bhavati, brahmaivedam amritam purastad, brahma pashyad, brahma dakshinatasya uttarena, adhasyordhvam cha prasadam, brahmaivedam vishwamidam varishtam. The Shruti becomes so poetical here, ecstatic. It says, wherever you go, you see Atma only. So happy. Even when we go and see our own people who speak our language, we are happy. There is a joke which they say when Tennyson and Hillary went to Himalayas. Kerala, they say this joke, and everywhere there is a joke. So when they went there, they wanted, first time we have reached there, and there was a Nair tea shop. He was waiting with the tea and idli, dosa, everything there. So wherever I go, I see my people. Lakshmana Mama used to say, when they go to Calcutta, Bengal, Lakshmana Swami used to say that. He worked in Calcutta. He used to say, although they were fed up with this Tamil and Malayalam people there, so many come there. So they made a story. They say one person want to escape from this Madrasi fellow. Madrasi, they commonly call Madrasi fellow. So where will he hide? He went everywhere this Madrasi fellow is there. So at last he found a place. Now this Andhra people everywhere, Tiruvannamalai, all Telugu people are there. Everywhere you go, it's all Telugu people. Somebody said United States of Andhra Pradesh. I have changed the name. USA is not like that. Everywhere you say it's all Telugu people. So these Calcutta people, these Bengalis, they said, I want to escape from these Telugu people. The South Indian, Madrasi people. So at last, wherever you go, you find them there. So at last, he said he found a big elephant. Somebody was giving food to the elephant. So he entered the elephant through the mouth. This is an imaginary story. He found inside the elephant, these people were doing job, digesting and assimilating and pushing it down. So, wherever, of course, you go, you think like that. Actually, it is not like that. See, you imagine, because only such people you will contact. That is the secret. It is not that where you go, there is only Tamil people. No, you only contact Tamil people. Contact happens only with them. Others will be there, innumerable. They will be only very few Tamil people, but you feel all Tamil, all Malayalam. In Tamil Nadu, people think that even Brahma creation, before that Tamil was there. Because that is my language, so I have to say. And you go to Andhra Pradesh, they will say that. They will say. And any language people claim like that, our language is great. That is okay, good. But it is because of what? Because of Atma. It is me. And what is this me? Are Atma va are preshtatamaha. The Upanishad says, my dear, the self, the Atma is the dearmost thing. So what is so much to love in the self? And you inquire and find out that it is Ananda Swarupa. It is Ananda Swarupa. So once you have got the Ananda of the Atma, Tannai Azhitti Ezhunda Tanmayanandarukku, when you have become the Tanmayananda, Ennai Ulladu Ondru Yettrudharkku, Tannai Alada Anniyam Ondrum Ariyar. That is, there you become free. Because wherever you go, you find friends everywhere. Because you no more are hypnotized by my people, not my people. That is why they say the sannyasi becomes free. Because for him, Swadesho Bhuvanatrayam. Wherever he goes, oh, this is my country. Nobody can tie him back. Nobody can tie him back. He belongs to this country, this religion, this place, this village. Sannyasi cannot be tethered, bound. A jnani cannot be bound. What is he? Sarvabhuta suhut shantaha ñāna vijñāna nishyaha. He is a friend of all. There is no question of becoming familiar with people. He is familiar with everybody. He knows you much better than yourself. Much better than your Aadhaar card. He knows you as you actually are. Not as you think yourself to be. he has to introduce you to yourself. So that is the Tanmayananda. Wherever he goes, he sees Anniyamundrumariyar. He is not seeing anything other. Unknown people, antagonistic people, nothing. Wherever he can go and find friends there. Swami Tapovan Maharaj, he was going to Kailas. All the Himalayas, he was just walking. No money, nothing. So, they went not through the usual Nepal route. There was some route between Badri, Kedar, near that path. Through India, you can go. But that is not open now. So, through that path they walked. They dared to walk through the ice. And there also villages are there. And one village, even Narmada Parikrama also, when you walk through the forest, one village is there, the whole village is thieves. If you have no money with you, nothing, they will look after you like God. If you have anything with you, they will steal it. Not steal, they will just take it. Their philosophy is, we are here to look after you. Narmada Mata has posted us here to look after you. Why are you carrying things? If you are carrying things, we want it. We will take it. When Swami was here, even now I think he is doing Narmada Parikrama again. He was here, he lived inside this ashram even before this regular ashram started. He was in Tiruvannamalai. Once he asked me whether I can go and stay there. I brought him here. He stayed here for 2 years. Or more than 2 years. Before Padashala, everything started. He told me elaborately about this Narmada Parikrama, how he did and how this forest, this thief village, they will take whatever you have. But if you do not have anything, they will look after you like God. Even children are trained to serve like that. Swami said, with exclamation, he said, Appappa, ippudi oru dharma na paathade kedayadu. Such dharma. So that also there on another side. But the modern influence is slowly corroding everywhere. So here, this Tapovan Maharaj said, he also went through a village where everybody said, don't go there, it's all thief village. He said, what is there for a sannyasi? He just walked. And one person came in a horse. Of course, very clearly you know he is a robber. He came down and he asked, Kidhar ja rahe ho? Where are you going? Kailas Yatra. Smiling, Swamiji said, and touching him in his shoulder, he said, he has come to steal. He searched Swamiji's bag, everything, nothing was found. Then Tapovan Maharaj said, Bicha milega? To that thief. He felt very bad because he did not have anything. He was carrying some Satuma or something like that. So he brought it from his bag and gave to Tapovan Maharaj, said, Swamiji Maharaj, क्षमा कीजिए, हमारे हाथ में कुछ भी नहीं है, आप हमारा वो गांव है, उस पास में गांव है, आप आएंगे तो उधर हम भोजन देंगे. If you can come to our village which is nearby, we will give you bhiksha. He has come to rob. But see, this is the power of non-possession. If you have nothing in your hand, you need not fear anybody. And then Tapovan Maharaj said, I cannot come. I will eat this, whatever you have given. So he took that and just walked. So, wherever you go, you find friends. Anyone can serve you, anyone can help you. To know this only, a sannyasi sadhu has to do parivrajya. Without money, without bag, without anything, just moving about in the world and find and move with people to remove the ignorance that this is my people, this is not my people. This is very deep rooted. Even in our own country, we will feel, oh, this is in the Uri. ḍṛuṇṇaṛuṇai. And he said, formerly they will ask whether it is caste, Ramana. Otherwise, distance. This ignorance is so deep rooted, this will be the cause for your rebirth. Whatever puja, japam, anushtanam, everything you do, as long as you have this bheda buddhi, you will come back. Till you learn the lesson of Advaita Jnanam, you will come back. Nobody will rescue you. As long as you carry this separation inside you. Vedanta is Bhedanta. It has to bring you to that plane of ending all the Bhedas. My, aham, mam. Even in Subhashita, the beginning of Subhashita, they say, Ayam nijaf paroveti ganana laghu chetasam. Udara charitanam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam. Everyone is your own. All are your own. That kind of oneness has to come. Otherwise, this Bheda Buddhi is suffering. It will make you miserable. So, Anniyamundrum Ariyar Avarnilamai. The state where there is no Annya, Ananya. When a person has crossed this border of otherness, he is a Jivan Mukta, and if you get Upadesha from him, it is certain that you will get enlightened. So the Upanishad says, Ananya prokte gadiratra nasti, aniyan hi atarkyamanu pramanat. This subtle truth has to be taught by Ananya. So this Ananyamati, Ananya Bhava, this Bhagavan gives in this 31st verse. So this is, there is also a poem in this world, verse, the musk deer. It is almost the Kabir. The fragrance of the divine was wafting around, and I was seeking frantically like the musk deer. Death, the hunter, hunts the deer for musk, for the musk, kasturi. The deer is me, and I am the fragrance, I am the musk. The hunter I am, and I never stop hunting myself. The search outside was an illusion, as the source is within. I have to dive within and probe into the darkness of the heart. Yes, I have to seek the light which illumines everything, the self-luminous being in the womb of darkness. Kutastha Chaitanya. We will see the 32nd verse tomorrow. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. Yato mamatma bhavasi tvameva, tato navachyam mama kinchitasti. यथातवेष्टं कुरु मां तथैव त्वामात्मनाथं रमणं भज.